Two journalists who ran two massive investigations you'll hear about almost nowhere else. The Wall Street Journal, Politico, both talking about how PolyMarket has been running deceptive ads. They're hyping up the odds of your success, many times not disclosing that they are paid to do so, and even worse, a lot of the trades are completely fake. Not only that, these investigations heavily imply that PolyMarket knew and facilitated a lot of this deception, even going so far as to create a fake website for these people to put their fake bets on. It's a bombshell allegations, and I really was like, well, why aren't more people talking about it? And then I realized, oh yeah, because so many people
they have ads
take from the prediction market industry. They aren't exactly unbiased sources. They're making money from this industry.
The news are actually getting paid to this shit too.
You have huge celebrities like Rick Rubin, like Timothy Chalamet. You're gonna hear about it from the news? Oh, sorry. Well, CNN actually has a prediction market partnership with Kalshi. You're gonna hear about it from Fox News? Oh no, actually they have a prediction market partnership with Kalshi once again. Are you gonna hear about it from the Wall Street Journal? Well, actually yes, but the Dow Jones is actually partnered also with PolyMarket. This is a fun fact that was brought up to me by one of the journalists who wrote the story as a line of disclosure they had to make, actually.
My name is Caitlin Ostrop. I'm a reporter for the Wall Street Journal, and we just did a piece on how PolyMarket is paying for deceptive bets to be shown on your social media feed. And even the Wall Street Journal, our parent company, Dow Jones, is a partner of PolyMarket. So, like, you know, that is a fun line of disclosure that we get to put in literally everything we do.
Yeah, but so does doesn't all news sources are kind of related to Dow Jones? Isn't Dow Jones just the stocks? Like what?
Ew, it's the highlight of my day.
Yeah, what a disaster. You run this incredible piece of hard-hitting journalism only to find out your parent company has a partnership with that company. Now, credit to them for reporting it. You know, it's a huge bombshell. Obviously, PolyMarket is probably not happy with it at all. And basically, the central finding is all around not only fake bets, but all these videos that were going out showing people making a ton of money. It turns out it was happening a lot of the times on a fake website that PolyMarket set up. So I'm gonna have you watch a few of these videos and notice the URL.
Bro, what? Will Trump say April Fool's this week? 4%? Bro, what the?
Want to be accused of April Fool's?
Yes!
Trump say McDonald's in January?
Good deal as usual. But you know, in the old days, McDonald's...
Yo! Now, there's a lot more videos just like those. The general format is they make a long shot bet, get paid out a ton of money. Isn't that so wonderful? And if you look at the URL, it very clearly says...
that one says fake UI.
Or at least... well, that's what I think that says. I'm zooming in. It looks like PolyMarket, but the Wall Street Journal says it's a different website entirely.
We have spoken to people who have told us that PolyMarket created this website. That this website, PolyMarket, was made by PolyMarket.
Wait, you said... I didn't just...
PolyMarket?
I just heard PolyMarket? What
This
are
is
you
at least
talking
what
about?
we have called it. This is the... So PolyMarket has created this program where they have told college-age creators to film content promoting the website, and as part of that...
L equals I, but I don't think a capitalization matters, does it?
They should film themselves making trades. Now, to film these trades, PolyMarket, our reporting shows, created a fake website called PolyMarket, or at least that's what...
Chat, this is kind of impressive because why would they open themselves up for such massive bad press for $200? Let's say some creator, they're like, oh yeah, creator, we'll pay you some money.
47
I'll just put a bet and do all this. That guy, they could make a video like this, say, guys, I'm exposing them because they told me to put a fake bet, and instead of getting a $200 ad or $1,000 that they're paying me, I'm exposing them, and they would make more money. They have a bigger incentives for money to expose them than the sponsor itself. If you think about it, they would make more money on ads from the exposed video than they would have made for the sponsor. So they would do that.
We are calling it, but it's POIY market. And when the I is capitalized, it looks exactly like the real thing in terms of the URL. But when you look at the actual website where the trades are being placed, there's a bunch of discrepancies that we found, which led us to realize that a lot of these bets that are being placed weren't actually on PolyMarket's websites. They're on this fake website that PolyMarket gave creators access to go and make what looked like real bets.
Now, guys, to state the obvious,
If that's true, that's fucking abysmal.
One,
like what?
Diabolical. Two, I mean, dude, I cannot tell. I spelled, by the way,
More space in between the O, but yeah.
One with an L, but I forgot which one I spelled with an L.
2 pixels.
And I literally looking at it right now. I just wrote this. I can't tell the difference between the two. Those are not the same URL. And that was the cheat code they were basically using, was giving the creators the one where it looks like, you know, when you're taking the cell phone cam of your browser, it's going to show the actual browser. And so it looks like, oh, PolyMarket, you're actually at their secret PolyMarket.com, where they were running a simulated version of the website to do fake trades.
Brother, that's
for
insane.
fake bets. So it
What?
looks like they could get rich. You know, which is fraud, by the way. I mean, you know, that's my personal opinion. I mean, I don't think you can just deceive people into thinking, oh, that's a real product video when it's a complete fake. Oh, it's so easy to get rich, like all these guys trading. Look at all these college-age people like you. Get in our app early, right, while you're young, while we can get you hooked into our platform. And
Nothing burger, it can be set as a prop. It can be a set prop as a set. What do you mean by that? The only alternative that I see to this, the only possible debunk of this would be if they have a fake site to mirror the main bet so they could get a good shot of the video. So the video is, because if you do a bad, that's the only thing that could debunk this.
actually,
if it was
the
true.
truth of the financial impact of these trades is much different than what they tell you.
Yeah, there was 118 bets that appeared like the person won in the video, and more than half of those would have lost in real life. And if you look at the amount that people were supposed to win, one that was paid out, if you replicated all of those trades,
Then show them that.
you would
Then
have
show
lost
them.
$166,000.
So it turns out, if you actually did all these get-rich-quick bets that are looking like many times they're actually paying out on these social media videos, you'd actually be in over $100,000 of debt, which is, you know, more than a lot of colleges get you into, which is crazy, because college is the big debt trap. And it turns out that these people who are trying to present this college side hustle are presenting you with an even worse debt trap. It's also, hey, why not spin up a gambling addiction while you're at it? And of course, the reason to spin up that gambling addiction, the possibility of great riches, was a farce. It was a smokescreen of advertising. Now, maybe you're thinking, look, hey, Steven, get real. This is what casinos do. And that's exactly the point. For a long time, for years now, the playbook of this industry, prediction markets, has been they're not casinos. They are event contracts. They're not gambling. They're hedging economic exposure. It's not a parlay. It's a combo.
Wait,
right? They have all these euphemisms for everything. But it turns out when you actually look under the hood, like they're doing all the same things, including, by the way, the marketing playbook, which, yes, has been fake bet slips, fake influencer winnings, influencers pretending, you know, they're making all this money.
All I do is
then
lose.
On the most dastardly side, even the platforms themselves getting involved with the deception, which appears to be what the Wall Street Journal is alleging here. PolyMarket's setting up this poi market itself. Now, maybe you're wondering, well, did they really know? You know, they actually made a statement saying, quote, they're committed to maintaining accurate, fair, and transparent markets. We are part of a rapidly growing industry and constantly evaluating ways to improve how we're engaging and earning the trust of our
how is this any
audience.
different than simulated trading on the stock market and advertising massive wins from that? I don't think it's fair to just attack PolyMarket for something that is normalized in all betting.
If the stock market were running ads for those stocks, right, that would be wrong, yeah. If they were the one that running those campaigns, that'd be absolutely wrong. If you're an individual that's by yourself and you're not even paid by anybody, you want to make a fake balance, fake website simulating of stocks and record that and post that, you can if you want to. It's brain dead, but if you want, you can, I guess. But this is completely different. These are paid advertising people with contracts that are doing fake shit. It's completely different.
Comprehensive audit of active promotional content. Guys, they're going to investigate themselves. But now's where we turn to the Politico story.
I'm Maya Kaufman. I'm a reporter for Politico, and I wrote about how paid influencers are hyping PolyMarket's odds.
This was, once again, about a lot of undisclosed promotions. This time, instead of college students, it was a lot of...
These are terrible, and I wish that the U.S. government was super hot on that. Because undisclosed ads are like a cancer society, and people have been doing that everywhere. Most ads, 90% of people that are accounts do not disclose their ads. And when they do disclose, because of one, they'll get less traction, right? Some of this, I know a guy on Twitter that discloses his ads. When it's disclosed ad, one button, his post get like 10% of the traction. So they have an incentive to not do it, but it's illegal.
Like
you cannot not do it.
Conservative commentators that they caught on the take many times, undisclosed promotions. But what's worse about this one is who's doing the paying. It turns out it's the company's chief marketing officer, Matthew Madaber, who used a personal PayPal account to send money to content creators. Now,
what?
Why does it matter that the CMO's getting involved with particularly paying people? Well, again, they claim like, oh, you know, we're trying to improve trust. We're going to do a comprehensive audit. Well, that all has to imply that they didn't know about this fake website, right? At the highest level, oh, this is just some rogue intern somewhere. So what does it look like when the CMO is involved?
We found that he was using a personal PayPal account to send money to all kinds of influencers, and we were able to verify the identities of about 24 influencers who all combined were receiving hundreds of thousands of dollars of payments from this PayPal.
Not disclosed. Like many of these people's, their audiences had no idea that there were these posts, and they didn't know they were basically paid to promote either the trustworthiness of PolyMarket, to promote certain mayoral bets, to promote.
Let's say he was so stupid. Like
contracts, whatever you want to call them. But you know, it's kind of funny. The thing that I've been thinking about is these are companies that purport to be about truth, right? They say they are better engines for truth, and yet this is deception,
just don't attack for no reason.
Of getting in the front door.
Yeah, the FTC has.
This is not that should be bannable. It's not like some you broke some rule, you're banned off of Twitter or whatever. This is against the law, though. I mean, that's fraud. That's jailable. That's like some.
It's around advertising
some
disclosure
SEC violation
precisely
shit. Like
this reason, they want people who are seeing paid promotions to know that these are paid promotions. And our data team did an analysis of the posts from all of the influencers that we identified.
They don't govern PolyMarket.
And during a 14-month span, we found that they posted at least 490 times on X without disclosures about PolyMarket.
So yeah, the CMO didn't notice that. The CMO didn't notice all these people he's paying from his personal PayPal.
If you believe any of those ads, you deserve to lose your life savings to a gambling company. LOL.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with you. But at the same time, there are laws that protect people from that act in itself. Like, if you think that the world will self-regulate because the people will lose everything on those dog shit scams, yeah, true. But the government has this obligation to do a system that at least protects the people in general, and it should be enforced. I mean, I think that's perfectly okay.
So PolyMarket knew, hey, it's better engagement if these people don't say they're paid by us. It looks better as some organic thing, right? So that's what you see over and over again. Once again, the casino playbook. But forever, they've been denying the allegations of. We see it time and time again. And these two investigations brought it all together. You have the fake betting website, and then you have the CMO directly involved with a lot of these partnerships that are not disclosing these advertisements. Now, of course, I don't want to leave you with the impression that PolyMarket is the only one who might have done activity like this. They're just the most credibly accused right now. To be clear, this industry is extremely competitive. Everyone's trying to jump in, trying to use growth at all costs to start it. You know, the king of...
They can afford it. Why don't they just pay for those ads? I don't get it. Why don't they just pay for the ads and say, yo, do the proper reporting on and do the hashtag ad shit. Here's the title you need to use. I don't get it.
Steal your idea. Mark Zuckerberg has recently directed Meta to create a prediction markets app. And you know Mark Zuckerberg knows a good platform idea for exploiting teens when he sees one. I mean, wow, he must be lights out with this idea. Right now, the New York Times claims users would not wager money and the apps would probably rely on video game points, although the company has not rolled out the eventual use of real money betting. Let's be honest, we know where this is headed. Even the president himself, you know, Truth Social, I think they're starting a Truth Predict, or they're trying to. You've got the president's son. I believe he's some type of advisor
Truth
for
Predict?
Kalshi, which the CEO of Kalshi was actually asked about, like, why would you actually bring on this guy? What experience does he bring? And the answer there is pretty priceless.
Why did you guys make Donald Trump Jr. a strategic advisor?
We have a lot of advisors.
Jesus Christ. Yo, this guy's swallowing a rock. What the f?
Trump Jr. a strategic advisor.
We have a lot of advisors.
Jeez. Brother, did he swallow a rock?
And they span across the board, across different functions. But really, this is all about growing this industry, the prediction market industry that a lot of people really believe in.
What kind of advice does he give you?
So it really is, again, about growing prediction markets.
Does he come to meetings? How much do you pay him? What's his role? I mean, this is the son of the president.
We have a lot of advisors.
He's not just any advisor. He has a direct line to the White House.
Okay, so what?
We have a lot of advisors.
Yeah, the reality is people are going to do anything to grab as much of this market as they can, which is essentially like casinos, but legal in all 50 states and on your phone. I mean, that's basically the pitch. There's obviously going to be a lot of money, and people are willing to kind of do whatever.
I'm just saying, yeah, this looks bad for this particular endeavor, but you can see how this could be bad in any endeavor. If you make the allegation that, oh, because your father is this guy, then you should be part of any board of any company, an advisor of any sort of body of anything. At that point, if you're anything related to the president, you should be anything at all. You should be an NPC pawn that just eats bread and bread only and doesn't disclose they're eating bread. You should be living in a small house and you should be just standing still for the most of your day. I mean, I don't like this premise.
It takes. But of course, that begs the question. Well, if that's the case, then we need to rely on regulators in order to stop the excesses of people trying to grab as much money as possible. And yeah.
If that was a real concern, then people would be real mad at Biden and his son and what board he was on, what company he was part of, what advisor he was on. People would be all up in everybody's dick and balls about it. They say they were, but they weren't really. Only because of the laptop bullshit that ended up being some dog shit that doesn't really do anything. They really weren't. I mean, it wasn't some big thing.
No, there are rules in place, as Maya, the reporter, actually talked about. There's the FTC.
A lot of the shit was disproven and didn't have any bad links or whatever. But in general, him being on those companies, part of those boards, would have the same outcry. Not doing anything any wrongdoing. Him being on the board or automatically, if people were mad about this, would have been mad about that, but they weren't. They were only mad about the thing that looked like it was bad, like they think that's what it is. You're just stupid.
Are not supposed to promote something and not disclose it. Of course, that's what a lot of people have done. So I wanted to know, like, do these reporters believe that something's actually going to happen here?
We did ask the FTC about what we found. We presented a summary of our reporting and we asked, is this something that would fall under their rules? And they didn't respond to any of my follow-up emails. So my indication is
But it is a slam dunk case. Like, unless they're planning a ban wave or an arrest wave, imagine sitting there being a FTC employee and you see a clear violation that takes 10 minutes to debunk. Slam dunk in court that nobody could ever disprove. Were you paid for this advertisement? No. Okay, cool. Then you send it a subpoena. You get the records. You get all the financial shit. Look at all the wires, all transactions. Oh, this wire from this guy. What is that? Oh, that's a payment for this. Oh, got him. GG. Did you make this post? Yes. Is this your account? Bang. Finish. This is a 10-minute case. And they have hundreds of those. I mean,
really don't have that much insight into what they're thinking about this, if at all. Generally, these agencies, if they do have investigations, they're not confirming those to reporters while they're open. But the silence, I think, was pretty deafening when we reached out to them.
Honestly, no idea. It's really weird being a journalist these days, and really at any point in history, because you never quite know what the public reaction will be. I mean, we haven't heard anything specific from the CFTC,
to stop the lobby. I'm coming.
Government agencies don't comment on if they were going to do investigations into much of anything. So, if they want to investigate, that is their right, but we haven't heard anything.
Well, at least they're honest. We don't truly.
Unless they're planning like a ban wave, they're building a big ass case against these guys, and they're just holding the click button to get them all. I mean, yeah, if they pull the trigger on one of them, it alerts them that they're onto them, right? That makes sense as a defense for them. I'm not gonna assume that anybody's guilty of anything, but that would be how you would do it. If you want to build a big case, you get a bunch of guys